We're getting ready to go up the hill. Should be pretty fun. One rig right after the other. Wasn't too bad. Just went up the steep hill and coming out of his driveway now, headed towards the trailer. Well, that sucker is big. It's a mess, but it's got some good things in it. Yeah, I don't know. God, that son of a bitch is tall.
Fucking Bill the salesman.
Went right on there though. Proud of that. Went as good as it was supposed to. Now we just gotta make it home with it without even getting pulled over. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect to draw so much attention with this thing. I honestly bought it for parts. But then I brought it home and everybody fell in love with it. And I guess I'm getting a little attached to it too. It's just so big. God, I didn't expect it to be so big. When I saw pictures of it on Craigie Poo, I figured it was just about the size of Big Enos over there. Call him Big Enos because we got a half-ton. Call that Little Enos. And then we had a 3/4 ton, still do, and we named it Middle Enos. I don't know what the hell we're going to call this, but if it sticks around too much longer, it's going to get a name, and then we won't be able to part it out. We'll have to keep it. It, I'm told, anyway, had a box fan on it. And this is 18 foot of frame behind the cab. It had another 4. I cut it off with a torch, and I've got the other piece laying over by the shed that I got with it. He cut it down to put a 18 foot flatbed on it. And it's a conspiracy. You see, I bought the truck, and Buddy Levi went and bought the bed. So next weekend, we're going to go back up there into the hills above Orofino, up past Hansel and Gretel's and up to the top past Dracula's castle, and clear back into the woods where nobody but loggers and survivalists live. And we're going to drag out a 18-foot Scafco flatbed. And I know for a natural fact that that bed ain't going to go anywhere but onto this truck. And then we'll use it, and then we'll have to keep it. Oh, I don't know. I like it though. It's got quite a bit of rust. Quite a bit, I say quite a lot. It doesn't have too much, but it has a lot more than anything else I've got. I intended to use it for parts, mainly because it has a 5-speed transmission. I wanted to put that in something else. But that's not to say we don't rob the transmission out of it and then put a 4-speed in here or something. I don't know. It ain't got a 2-speed axle. It's just a straightforward axle. No split rims, are all solid one-piece rims. I like that. Which is fantastic because Big Enos has split rims. And they're the same bolt pattern. So if I ever do part this out, as questionable as it seems now, if I do, we got rims for Big Enos. Let's see. Lots of fuel storage. Yeah, we haven't cleaned it out yet because, well, we just haven't. Those are all the shackles that hold the bed on. It's got a Bronco seat in it, which I like. I like a lot. It's in good shape. The middle Enos needs a seat. That was one of my designs I had in mind. That brake, I guess it's off. I think it is. I really do. But it maybe the shoes and the drum are swelled up or something. But it's interfering. It's like the brake is on, but I don't think it is. No, it's a 5-speed. I love that dash. And there was mice crittering around up in the headliners. We pulled that out. And so they couldn't have a home up there anymore. It's got a 361 industrial. It's my first one of those. A little interference on the tank there. The lights in the dash work, but none of the lights work. And that's probably everything to do with bad grounds and connections in the motor compartment because of the rust. Radio works, but that's all it does when you try to start it. Also due to bad grounds, I suspect. I'm going to have to go through there and I'm going to wear out a test light trying to trace everything for power. It's got a build sheet up there, or something, very much like a build sheet. It's got all the specifications of this truck on it. But I haven't pulled it down yet. I don't know if I will because it's very fragile. Seat, what else? What has it got for mileage? Vacuum gauge worked when I cranked it over. Got it going. 65,000. Yeah. I know the wipers work. I tried those. I mean, there is really Not too much rust in this thing. You got a patch panel here, and looks like it could have been a little better job there. But it is what it is. Becoming more and more attached to it every day, and I don't know if it'll ever be parted out. But that's not a bad thing. Piss cocks. Gotta love them. There's 8 Ball over there. And that truck there, 36 International. That was the first motor vehicle owned by the Craigmont Road Department. Back when they were still using horses to maintain the road. Oh. Hood scoop, that's pretty cool. 361 Industrial. I just robbed the carburetor off of it just a little while ago. I'm rebuilding it right now, and I've got to run to town, pick up a accelerator pump for it. I had a box of miscellaneous gaskets and carburetor parts from all the carb kits I bought over the years, parts I never used, and I almost had everything I needed but one little gasket and an accelerator pump. So I gotta go to town, probably end up having to buy a kit, but that's okay. Master cylinder, the brake pedal was seized. We had to stomp on it to break it free, so I don't think that's going to work too good. It's loose now, but I'm sure we probably scuffed up or broke maybe the little piston in there. We'll have to see. It'll probably start leaking soon anyway. You can get one of those for about 60 bucks. And I don't even know what it's going to come to as far as wheel cylinders. It's got the original water windshield wiper fluid bag there. What else can I say about it? It's got power steering. I've got a fuel pump for it. I'm going to stick on it shortly. But all these wires are just a nightmare. I need to get some grounds cleaned up, get a new battery cable going here and there, and then solenoid. The lights don't work at all. Speculate it's completely due to bad grounds. Some rust along there on both sides. It's worse on that side, I guess. Yeah, much worse. But you know, like I say, I didn't intend to keep it, but it's been so popular, which surprises me. Really, it does. It surprises the heck out of me, but hey, whatever. I'll take anything I can get, I guess. Pretty happy with it. It's growing on me too. It's a 700, if I didn't mention. It's a big old boy. Need a name for it. Poor Big Enos. We get this thing going, Big Enos will have nothing to do. But anyway, that's a first look at her. I'm gonna try and get her running, and there will be more to come.